Hello and welcome to the October 4th, 2024 swimming and diving meet here at Cornerstone. My name is Lorenzo Genovese with West Hartford Community Interactive. We are a nonprofit media center right in Town Hall, and we live stream all of the West Hartford High School sports. We're excited for another fantastic swim meet. We've got 5 schools competing today, Conard and Hall being 2. They are competing for, I believe, the second time against each other this season, as well as 3 other schools. We've got a total of, I believe, 10 different events today. 12 by mistake, including diving. Just to give you a sneak peek of what we've got coming. We're going to be starting off with a 200-yard medley relay, followed by a 200-yard freestyle, a 200-yard IM, 50-yard freestyle. Then we're going to be jumping into diving, 100-yard butterfly following that, 100-yard freestyle, 500-yard freestyle, 200-yard freestyle relay, 100-yard backstroke, 100-yard breaststroke, and 400-yard freestyle relay. And there we can see Conard getting ready. Doing their cheer, hyping themselves up for what is hopefully another fantastic performance as they have been pulling off all season so far. All right, the swimmers are getting into position. We are getting ready for our first event, the 200-yard freestyle relay. So just as a reminder, folks, it is going to be Hall, Conard, South Windsor, Weathersfield, and Hartford Girls Swimming competing in today's event. 5 teams, which amplifies the competition. We've got a couple of swimmers from Conard and Hall getting ready. And Weathersfield and the Hartford girls swimming down there as well. And it's looking like we're starting. And we are just moments away from our first event. You can see some swimmers getting ready for the 200-yard medley relay. And we're off with the first event, the 200-yard medley relay. In lane 1, we've got Hall, represented by Lexi Dominguez, Miriam Ewell, Mindy Zhao, Ziggy Edney. Weathersfield in lane 2, represented by Ava Gill, Katie Moran, Jillian Pitchell, and Morgan Tracy. In lane 3, Conards, Cecilia Peck, Megan Joe, Lila Harhe, and Claire Haverly. In lane 4 from Hall, Fiona Power, Claire Nordquist, Ann Yi Lim, Sophia Adelman. In lane 5, South Windsor's Audrey Zhang, Alyssa Treman Guyan, Grace Helen Zhang, and Sarah Noelle Lambert. Weathersfield in lane 6, Julia Cartier, Adriana Vardulicus, Claire Smith, Madison Tracy. In lane 7, Serena Fuss, Leah Smith, Andrea Robinson, Lillian Parker, and in lane 8, Sophia Serrana, Madeline Cardani, Christina Clementon, and Isabella Korzinski. Got a bit of a lead on lane 4, along with lane 6. Lane 5 not far behind them. And my apologies, ladies and gentlemen. It seems we have 9 lanes in use. Lane 9 represented by South Windsor, Grace Cora Lopez, Tricia Sudhakar Delavi, Anusha Batala, and Molly Groves. Taking first place, lane 4, represented by Hall, Fiona Power, Claire Nordquist, Ann Yi Lim, and Sophia Adelman. are off with the second heat. Once again, 9 lanes being represented. With the second swimmer from each team about to come in, it's looking like we're getting a slight head from lane 5. Although only a quarter of the race in, it is anybody's game still. At this point, lane 5 has taken a bit of a commanding lead. Let's see if the other swimmers on the team can keep that momentum going. Ladies and gentlemen, lane 5 is being represented by Hall, currently taking first place. And Hall grabbing first place with a time of 1:56.72. Second place going to lane 6 with a time of 2:02.21. And that wraps up the first event. We are now moving on to the 200-yard freestyle. We are off. Five swimmers in this event. It's looking like lane 5 is taking first place. Lanes 3, 4, 6, and 7 all on first place's tail. We're about halfway through the race. Lane 5 solidifying a time of 1:05.58 at the halfway point. There are only 2 laps to go in this first heat. We have got South Windsor taking first place, lane 5 with a time of 2:17.16. Taking second in lane 4 with a time of 2:26.09. Was the Hartford girls swimming. We are off with the second heat. Lanes 1 through 8 all being represented. Got Hall in lanes 1 and 2, Conard in lane 3. Conard also in lane 4, South Windsor lane 5. Conard in lane 6. South Windsor in lane 7, and the Hartford girls swimming in lane 8. And it's a race between lanes 4 and 5 right now. Lane 4 represented by Conard with a slight edge. And we've got first place for Conard, lane 4 with a time of 1:57.33. And there you see Gracie Lowney cinching first for her team. It's looking like Gracie has beaten her own record by 2 seconds. Her fastest time in this event being 1:59.59. Congratulations, Gracie. And we're moving on to the 200-yard IM, our third event of the evening. We're going to have 2 heats. Competing in these 2 heats, we have South Windsor's Alyssa Traman-Guyan, Megan Joe of Conard, Madison Kelly, Weathersfield, Conard's Ella Hall, Miriam Yule of Hall, Ziggy Edney of Hall, Celia Filoto, Conard, Hannah Fink, Hall, South Windsor's Grace Helen Zhang. Conard's Kayla Lowney. South Windsor's Grace Cora Lopez. South Windsor's Abigail Celeste Richards. Weathersfield's Madeline Cardani, and Weathersfield's Madeline Weth. We are getting a neck-and-neck race between lanes 4 and 5 here as we approach the final 2 laps of this race. It's almost a dead tie. Lane 5 has a slight edge. The individual medley is not an easy race at all. Multiple different styles of swimming, all from the same person. All right, we've got first place for Conard, lane 5, with a time of 2:31.83. Followed by second, lane 2, with a time of 2:44.40. We are off with the next heat. Again, 200-yard individual medley. This is an extremely close one between all of the competitors, but it's looking like lanes 4 and 7 have an early lead. Lane 4 getting ahead by a couple of inches. We are approaching the halfway point of this race. Lane 4 taking more of a lead. Lane 7 is not far behind, though. And as we've seen in previous swim meets, things can change on a whim. 4 has now taken a commanding lead as we head into the final 2 laps of the event. Lane 4 has got the lead, but lanes 5 and 6 are clamoring for that second space. We've got South Windsor claiming first, lane 5, with a time of 2:27.13. My mistake, ladies and gentlemen. Lane 4 had a time of 1:50.35. My apologies, the scoreboard was not showing Lane 4's time. And now we're going to be moving on to our 4th event, the 50-yard freestyle. We're going to have a couple of heats for this one. Competing in this event, Weathersfield's Jillian Pitchell, Weathersfield's Morgan Tracy, Conard's Lila Harhay, Hall's Lexi Dominguez, Hall's Bianca Coco, Hall's Claire Colmo, Weathersfield's Sophia Clementon, Hall's Sophia Adelman. Girls Swimming Club's Haley Rice, Weathersfield's Madison Tracy, South Windsor's Sarah Noelle Lambert, Hall's Ann Yi Lim. We've got first place in lane 4. Represented by Hall. And that is Harper Levi, who had a time of 36:34, who beat her record by 0.01 seconds, previously being 36.35. Congratulations, Harper. As I was saying, the competitors for this 50-yard freestyle continuation: Trisha Sudhakar Delavi from South Windsor, Caitlin Rice from the Girls Swimming Club, Raina Marie Reed, South Windsor, Madeline Mancini from Conard, Maria Ferreira from Conard, South Windsor's Abby Irene Radicek, McKenna Linsky, Weathersfield, Siri Bendari of South Windsor, Weathersfield's Lillian Parker, the girls swimming represented by Emerson Scarlett, Pia Burnett Herx of Conard, Ahana Roy of South Windsor. We just saw Harper Levi of Hall. In the second heat, we have got a first place victory for South Windsor, lane 5, with a time of 32:48. And the final listing of competitors in this event: Conard's Nirja Khanna, Conard's Courtney James, the girls swimming's Sarah Leal Jimenez. They also have Jayla Wiggins and Angie Seraphin, and Hall's Sarah Scobo, Lily Kostecki, and Caitlin Curran. We are off with the third heat. It's looking pretty neck and neck between all of the competitors. These races are so difficult because they rely on pure speed. You're only going back and forth twice, so this is truly a sprint. got first place for lane 4 with a time of 27.02. We're getting ready for our 4th heat. Once again, we've got an even race between every lane. But lane 4 is going to take first place with a time of 26.09. And I believe we have one final heat for the 50-yard freestyle before we move on to diving. I was mistaken. We're moving on to diving. And so on the list we have 8 divers competing today. Conard's Gabrielle Election, Weathersfield's Dana Miller, Conard's Mia Rosario, Hall's Kate Hines, Hall's Julia Arias, Weathersfield's Lexi Estrella, Conard's Sinai Balab, and Hall's Sadie Eppinger. Now, my apologies if that list is not completely accurate by the time diving starts. It is subject to change, I've come to learn. So, there might be a few more or less divers, give or take, but we will be revealing their scores as they dive. The lanes are being moved. The flags are about to come down. And we are about to get settled into diving. In the last couple of swim meets, we have been accustomed to seeing 2 schools competing against each other in diving. So just like with swimming, the competition is fiercening, as there are now 3 different schools out of the 5 that have divers. Those 3 being Conard, Hall, and Weathersfield. The judges are moving into place. They've got their chairs ready, and they've got their scorecards. No, you're good. And there comes the flags. And while we wait for the diving to begin, just wanted to remind everybody listening that you are watching this live stream through West Hartford Community Interactive. We are a nonprofit media center located in Town Hall, right here in West Hartford. We live stream all of Conard and Hall's fall, winter, and spring sports. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you're notified whenever a live stream is happening. And like this video so we can share it, get the word out to more viewers. We've got some divers practicing now. good.
First diver, Conard, Conard, 5211A, back dive, half twist, straight, 1.8. Scores, 3.5, and 3.5.
3.5, Sinai, Conard.
Lexi's first dive, 5211A, back dive, half twist, straight, 1.8. Your score is 6, 5, and 5.
6.55. Weathersfield's Lexi.
Repeating the scores, 6, 5, 5. Third diver, Gavin Conard, 5231B, half, 1.5 somersault, 1/2 twist, free, 1.8. Scores, 6.5, 7, 6.5.
6.5, 7, 6.5 for Gabby from Conard.
First dive, 5211A, back dive, 1/2 twist, straight, 1.8. Scores are 7, 6, 5.5.
7, 6, 5.5.
First dive, 5221B, back, 1 somersault, 1/2 twist, 8, 1.7. Five and one half, five and one half, and five.
5.5, 5.5, 5.
Julia's first side, 52, 21B, back, one somersault, one half twist, 1.7. Scores are 6, 5, 5 and one half.
6, 5, 5.5. Julia from Hall.
Julia's first side, 52, 22B, back, one somersault, one twist, free, 1.8. Scores are 5, 6, 5 and one half.
5, 6, 5.5 for Conard's Mia.
Julia's start, 52, 11A, back dive, one half twist, free, 1.8. Scores, 4, 6, 4 and one half.
4, 6, 4.5. Sadie Hall.
202C, back, one somersault tuck, 1.5. Scores are 5, 5 and one half, 5 and one half.
5, 5.5, 5.5. Sinai
Lexi 75,
Conard.
1A, back straight, 1.7. For scores, 5 and one half, 4 and one half, 5.
5.5, 4.5, 5. Lexi Weathersfield.
Gabby second dive, 103B, forward, 1 and one half somersault, pike, 1.7. For scores, 8 and one half, 7, 7 and one half.
8, 7.5. 8.5. 8, my apologies. Gabby from Conard.
1.7. Scores, 6 and a half, 5, 6.
6.5, 5, 6.
Take second dive, 201A, back dive straight, 0.7.
5, 5, 6.5.
Julia Secretary, 201C, back on the top, 1.5. Scores 5 and 1/2, 6, and 6 and 1/2.
5,
1 half and 6 and 1/2.
5, 6.5, 6.5.
Julia Secretary, 103B, forward, 1.5 somersaults, height, 1.7. Scores 6, 7, 6.
6, 7, 6. Mia Conard.
Stay second time, 302C, reverse, 1 somersault tuck, 1.6. Their scores 4, 4, 3 1/2.
4, 4, 3.5. Sadie Paul.
Start 3, 9, 401B, inward dive height, 1.5. Her scores 5, 5, 5 and 1/2.
5, 5, 5.5. Sinai
Lexi
Conard.
402C, inward, 1 somersault tuck, 1.6. Her scores 6, 4 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2.
6, 4.5, 5.5. Lexi Weathersfield.
1 and 1/2 somersault height, 2.3.
Four and a half, 4.5, 5.5. Gabby Conard.
Stage 52.23, half, 1 somersault, 1.5 twists, free, 2.3. Her scores 5 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, and 4.
5.5, 4.5. 4. Dana Weathersfield.
Back 1 somersault straight, 1.7. six, 5.5.
6, 5.5, 6. Kate Hall.
Juniors, rookie number C, reverse 1.6.
Six, 6.5, 6.5. Julia Hall.
Venus third dive, 202A, back, 1 somersault straight, 1.7. Your scores, 6, 6.5, 6.5.
6, 6.5, 6.5. Mia
Stage third dive,
Conard.
4.8, inward dive height, 1.5. Scores, 5.5, 6, 5.5.
5.5, 6, 5.5.
Starting up 4, Sinai, 102B, forward, 1 somersault. Forward, 1 somersault right, 1.5. Your scores, 4.5, 5, 4.5.
4.5, 5, 4.5. Sinai Conard.
Lexi fourth dive, 403C, inward, 1.5 somersaults, tuck, 2.2. Their scores, 4, 4.5, and 5.
4, 4.5, 5.
Gabby's first dive, 303C, reverse, 1.5 somersaults, tuck, 2.1. Order, 6, 6. Jade is first dive, 103B, forward, 1.5 somersaults, right, 1.7.
And that was 7, 6, 6 for Gabby from Conard.
Her scores, 8, 6.5, 7.5.
5-6, 5.5.
Julian Sport Dive, Cornhole D, Inward Dive Pike, 1.5. Your scores, 7.5, 6.5, 7.
7.5, 6.5, 7.
Julian Sport Dive, 403C, Inward, 1.5 somersaults tuck, 2.2. Your scores, 4.5, 5.5, 4.5.
5.5, 4.5, 4.5. Mia Conard.
Sadie Sport Dive, 201A, back dive straight, 1.7. Your scores, 4.5, 5, 4.
4.5, 5, 4. Sadie Hall.
Starting the fifth round of dive, Sinai will be doing dive number 103B, forward, 1.5 somersaults, pike, 1.7. First scores, 5.5, 6.5, 5.5.
5.5, 6.5, 5.5. Sinai Conard.
Lexi's fifth dive, 103B, forward, 1.5 somersaults, pike, 1.7. Scores, 6.5, 6, 4.5.
6.5, 6, 4.5. Lexi Weathersfield.
Gabby's fifth dive, 403C, inward, 1.5 somersaults tuck, 2.2. Scores, 7, 6.5, 6.5.
7, 6.5, 6.5. Gabby Conard.
Jacob fifth dive, 51-31D, forward, 1.5 somersault, 1/2 twist, free, 2.0. Scores, 6, 4.5, 4.5.
6, 4.5, 4.5. Dana Weathersfield.
401B, inward dive, pike, 0.5. Scores 5.5, 6, 6.
5.5, 6, 6. Kate Hall.
Julius fifth dive, 402C, inward, 1 somersault, tuck, 1.6.
Good job.
6, 6, 6.5. Julia Hall.
Leah's fifth dive, 23B, back, 1 somersault, 1.5 twists, free, 2.3. Your scores, 5.5, 6, 6.
5.5, 6, 6. Mia Conard.
Sadie's fifth dive, 402C, inward, 1 somersault, tuck, 1.6. Scores, 4.5, 4.5, and 4.5.
4.5. Bingo. Sadie Hall.
Starting the final round of dives, Sonata will be 302C, reverse, 1 somersault, tuck, 1.6. Scores, 4, 5, 3.5.
4.5. Sinai Conard's final dive.
Pepsi's final dive, 302C, reverse, 1 somersault, tuck, 1.6. Scores, 4.5, 4, 4.
4.5, 4, 4. Weathersfield's Lexi for her final dive.
Gabby's final dive, 52.23D, back, 1 somersault, 1.5 twists, free, 2.3. Scores, 5.5, 5, 5.5.
5.5, 5, 5.5. Gabby Conard.
Final dive, 301A, reverse dive straight, 1.8. Scores, 5.5, 4.5, 5.
5.5, 4.5, 5. Dana Weathersfield.
Kate's final dive, 51.22D, forward, 1 somersault with 1 twist, free, 1.9.
4.5, 5, 5. Kate Hall.
Julia's final dive, 103B, forward, 1.5 somersaults, pike, 127. Her scores 5.5, 7, 5.5.
5.5, 7, 5.5. Julia Hall.
Final dive, 52-31B, back, 1.5 somersaults, 1/2 twist, free, 2.1. Her scores 5.5, 6.5, and 6.
5.5, 6.5, 6. Mia Conard.
Sadie's final dive, 103C, forward, 1.5 somersaults, tuck, 1.6. Scores are 4.5, 4.5, and 5.
4.5, 4.5, 5 for Sadie of Hall. And that wraps up diving. And we're getting everything set up for the remainder of the swimming events. What we've got coming on deck are the 100-yard butterfly, the 100-yard freestyle, the 500-yard freestyle, the 200-yard freestyle relay, the 100-yard backstroke, the 100-yard breaststroke, and we are going to be finishing off with the 400-yard freestyle relay. We've got a bunch of swimmers from Hall getting ready for the continuation of the meet.
to just block this off. That's expensive. I think you have to keep over the
And we are getting ready for the 6th event, the 100-yard butterfly. Competing in this event, we've got Alyssa Treman Guyan, Clara Nordquist, Katie Moran, Sophia Clementon, Megan Joe, Lexi Dominguez, Tricia Sudhakar Delavi, Hannah Fink, Isabella Joyce Chan, Claire Haverly, Claire Smith, Caitlin Rice, Ava Gill, Edith Kitzman, and Anna Hussein Malkova. And as we approach the halfway point of this race, it's looking like lanes 4, 5, and 7 are clamoring for first place. Lane 5's got a slight edge. There are still 25 yards to go. And we've got first place in a quick change-up at the end, going to lane 4 with a time of 1:09.69. Looked like lane 5 was going to get that first place spot, but at the very last second, things changed. We've got more of the 100-yard butterfly to come. Got a pretty even lead between everybody in the race so far. There is a lot of opportunity for these girls to claim first place. And seeming like there is a slight edge in lane 4. Lanes 3 and 5 right on her tail. Lane 7's in this as well, folks. And this is going to be lane 4's Claire Nordquist of Hall taking first place with a time of 1:03.87. And Claire has beaten her own record, which was previously 1:05.30. So she beat it by about a second and some change. And now we are moving on to the 100-yard freestyle, our 7th event. Competing in this, we have got multiple heats comprised of 29 different athletes. Milena Brodowitz, Mindy Zhao, Lucy Pinsence, Bianca Coco, Cecilia Peck, Kayla Lowney, Haley Rice, Claire Colmo, Madison Tracy, Christina Clementon, Sophia Adelman, Sophia Serrana, Ella Hall, Sarah Noel Lambert, Celine Guyan, Sophia Fiskelwold, Isabella Korzinski, Lila Kreik, Sky Harvey Stoltz, Isabella Randazzo, Ahana Roy, Emily Ann Porter, Maria Ferreira, Siri Bendari, Lillian Parker, Maggie Killale, Olivia Soares, Marley Bloom, and Elora Esposito. In this first heat, we've got a pretty commanding lead from lane 3, but the race is only nearing the halfway point. Lane 3 takes first place with a time of 1:13.05. And we're starting off with Heat 2. Lanes 3, 4, and 5 have an early lead. Lane 5 pulling slightly ahead. And as we head into the halfway point, lanes 4 and 5 are seemingly neck and neck. Lane 3 Now pulling ahead of lane 4. Lane 5 still holding a slight edge. And Lila Crike taking first place with a time of 1:04.59. Lane 5 representing Conard. And Lila Craig did beat her record previously at 1:09.70. She scored 1:04.59 was what she clocked in at today. Congratulations, Lila. Our third heat is underway. Seeming like lanes 3 and 5 are fighting for first place, but it is a bit hard to tell. This one is more evenly matched going into the halfway point of this race. Lane 3 has a slight edge over everybody else, but lane 2 has now snuck up in this final leg of the race. It's a battle between lane 2, 3, and 5. See who's going to get first, and that is going to lane 3. And that is Sophia Adelman of Hall with a time of 1:96. And Sophia has also beaten her record previously, 1:02.55. A minute 96. Congratulations, Sophia. We are now entering the final heat. Lanes 4 and 5 have an early lead. Lane 6 not too far behind them. Again, going into the halfway point of this race, it is very tight between all 8 lanes. Lane 4 and 5 are neck and neck right now. It's hard to tell who's got an edge. Lane 5 pulling slightly ahead with that turn. And it's first place with a time of 56.46. Is going to Mindy Zhao of Hall. Also shattering her previous record, which was 57.47, now has 56.46, beating her record by a minute. Congratulations, Mindy. We are going to be moving on to the 500-yard freestyle. 13 swimmers are going to be in this race, competing in 2 different heats. We've got from Conard, Gracie Lowney, Lila Harhe, Elise Harhe. From Weathersfield, we have Madison Kelly, Sasha Broken, Laurel Frazzini Kendrick, Camille Smith, and Madeline Weth. From South Windsor, we've got Audrey Zhang, Molly Gross, Zoya Sharda, and Emily Morgan Atinello. This is the longest race of the event, 500 yards, which means they will be doing 20 laps to and from. There's so much strategy when it comes to preparing for the 500-yard freestyle because there are a lot of things swimmers need to take into consideration. They're really going the distance in this one. So they've got to conserve their energy, but they also can't rule out speed because they do not want to fall behind. Looking like lanes 4 and 5 have an early edge as they head into the 5th milestone of this race.
But there's one race before that, right? When's that? Got it. Thank you.
This race is still anybody's game, but lanes 4 and 5 are still fighting for first place going into the 2/5 mark of this event.
What was the rush on that? Right, here. My seat behind you then, bud? Thank you.
Lane 4 has overtaken lane 5 at about the halfway point of this race. For lanes 4 and 5, this race is 3/5 of the way complete. All competitors putting in a tremendous effort in this grueling event. Lane 4 has continued to solidify her lead. Moving into these final few laps of the first heat. Lane 4 going for their final. And there you see Lane 4 with a first place victory. 6:32.90. Followed very closely behind by Lane 5 with a time of 6:37.63. Again, a tremendous showing from all of these athletes who have just swum 20 laps back and forth. And we have got another 500-yard freestyle coming up. It's looking like we are going to have all 8 lanes competing in this event. And we are off. And in the early goings of this race, lanes 4 and 5 starting out explosively. But it's still too early on to count anybody out. quarter into this race, lane 4, represented by Gracie Lowney of Conard, has taken a commanding lead. Lane 5 and lane 3 right on her tail. And Gracie Lowney has first place by a solid margin, just having hit the 2/5 mile of the race. And Gracie has just hit the halfway point, as have lanes 3 and 5. There are just 8 laps to go for a majority of our competitors. It'll be interesting to see if Gracie Lowney, who now is only a few laps away from finishing, can beat the record she set for this event, which is 5:19:02. And Gracie only has 2 laps to go. She has a tremendous lead in this race. Second, going to lane 5. And now the pressure is on. Gracie's nearing in on her record. Will she be able to overcome it? Congratulations to Gracie Lowney. Lane 4 taking first place with a time of 5:20:58, only a second away from tying the record she previously set. Second place going to lane 5 with a time of 5:35:71. Congratulations to all of these athletes. on, as I said before, a very grueling event. And we are moving on to the 200-yard freestyle relay, featuring the following teams. Weathersfield in lane 1, Milena Brodowitz, Tracy Morgan, Sophia Clementon, Jillian Pitchell. We've got Mindy Zhao, Miriam Ewell, Claire Como, and Ziggy Edney representing Hall. Megan Joe, Gracie Lowney, Claire Haverly, and Lila Jorge representing Conard. Madeline Cardani, Madison Kelly, Katie Moran, and Sasha Broken of Weathersfield. Rachel Matthews, Ella Hall, Kayla Lowney, and Lucy Pinsence of Conard. Bianca Coco, Jessica Verkerman, Anna Hussein Malkova, and Sophia Adelman Hall. Isabella Joyce Chan, Trisha Sudakar Delavi, Sarah Noel Lambert, and Celine Min Vi Nagayan of South Windsor. Claire Smith, Madeline Wethy, Elizabeth Mann, and Lorelei Frazini Kendrick of Weathersfield. Representing Hall, Madison Mayer, Sarah Jorgensen, Isabel Castillo, Sophia Fiskewald. South Windsor's Rana Marie Reed, Ahana Roy, Zoya Sharda, Abigail Celeste Richards. Weathersfield's Camille Smith, McKenna Linsky, Lillian Parker. South Windsor's Isabella Lisa Randazzo, Abby Irene Radicek, Adriana Karina Figueredo, Anusha Batala. Hall's Lily Kostecki, Alora Esposito, Maggie Killy, Marley Bloom. Conard's Elise Harhe, Pia Burnett Herks, Courtney James, and Nirja Khanna. Hall's Harper Levi, Sarah Scobo, Artina Moshiri, and Caitlin Curran. And representing the Hartford girls swimming, Valeria Povajo, Sarah Leo Jimenez, Jayla Wiggins, and Janae Jackson. And the first heat is coming to its end with lane 5 in first place. And first place, I do believe that there is an error on the scoreboard. First place going to lane 5, South Windsor, with a time of 2:03:10. We are preparing for our second heat of the 200-yard freestyle relay. And we're off. All of these swimmers are neck and neck. It's looking like lane 5 has a slight edge. Lane 6 and lane 3 right behind her. As the second group of swimmers is getting ready to jump in the water. Lane 5 has taken first place. Retained first place, I should say. Lane 6 at a very close second. And here come the final swimmers for lanes 5 and 6. In a very close race that lane 6 is closing the gap on very swiftly. Lane 5 taking first place with a time of 1:43.26. Lane 6 only a second behind with 1:44.29. A good show of sportsmanship between first and second place. For our 10th event, we've got the 100-yard backstroke. Once again, multiple heats. The competitors in this event are Clara Nordquist, Cecilia Peck, Sophia Serrana, Celine Minvai Nagayan, Audrey Zhang, Julia Cartiera, Ava Gill, Lila Craig, Fiona Power, Grace Cora Lopez, Madeline Mancini, Madeline Corthell, Teresa Lee, Olivia Soares, Serena Fuss, Emerson Scarlett, Angie Serafin, and Abigail Celeste Richards. This is not a super long race, as it's only 100 yards. However, backstroke makes speed 10 times more difficult. And first place is going to go to lane 5. That is Lila Craig. Congratulations, Lila, with a time of 1:14.02. She has beaten her record by almost 2 seconds previously at 1:15.91. We've got one more heat of the backstroke. here off with the final 100-yard backstroke heat. Right now, it is a race between lanes 4, 5, and 6. 5 pulling ahead on that turn. With this race halfway over, it is looking like lane 5, represented by Hall, is going to finish in first. Lane 6 catching up. This could be a steal from lane 6. And lane 5, Claire Nordquist finishing less than a second before lane 6. With a time of 1:08. .108.30, my apologies. Alright. And now we are moving on to our 11th event, the 100-yard breaststroke. Again, multiple heats. Competing in this event are Grace Helen Zhang, Ann Yi Lim, Celia Filoto, Adriana Vardulikis, Christina Clementon, Rachel Matthews, Madison Mayer, Isabella Korzinski, Anusha Batala, Andrea Robinson, Anna Rose Fetsko, Sarah Jorgensen, Sky Harvey Stoltz, Edith Kitzman, Abby Irene Radachak, Valeria Povajo, Caitlin Curran, and Janae Jackson. We are underway with the first heat of the 100-yard breaststroke. Breaststroke is arguably one of the most difficult techniques to swim, as you are using multiple different limbs in ways that are not natural and are almost working against each other in different directions. Seeming like lanes 4 and 5 are clamoring for first place. Lane 4 with a slight edge, represented by Hall, as they enter into the final lap of this race. What was once a commanding lead for lane 4 is now anybody's race. Lanes 3, 4, 5, and 6 vying for first place, and it's looking like lane 6. Lane 6 taking first place with a time of 1:32.62, represented by South Windsor. This is just one of those races that goes to prove that you can't count anybody out at any point of the race. And we are underway with our second heat of the 100-yard breaststroke. From the results of the last heat, I'm hesitant to make a claim that there's somebody in first place. It is looking like lanes 4, 5, and 6 and 7 are in that position right now, but as we saw last time, we cannot rule anybody out as we go into the halfway point of this heat. And going into this final leg, lanes 5 and 6 are about neck and neck, just as they were last time. And lane 5. Once again representing South Windsor, getting first place with a time of 1:17.39. Lane 2, Hall just behind them with a time of 1:18.21. We are moving on to our final event. We've got 2 heats of the 400-yard freestyle relay. Where each competitor will swim 4 laps back and forth. In this event, the following teams are going to be competing: Weathersfield's Jillian Pitchell, Madison Kelly, Morgan Tracy, Milena Brodowitz. Conard's Claire Haverly, Lucy Pinsence, Kayla Lowney, and Gracie Lowney. Weathersfield's Sophia Clementon, Christina Clementon, Madison Tracy, and Sophia Serena. Conard's Ella Hall, Cecilia Peck, Cecilia Filoto, and Rachel Matthews. South Windsor's Grace Helen Zhang, Audrey Zhang, Alyssa Traman Guyan, and Celine Minvai Guyan. Hall's Hannah Fink, Madeline Korthal, Tenzin Thubten, and Jessica Verkerman. South Windsor's Molly Gross, Grace Cora Lopez, Isabella Joyce Chan, and Raina Marie Reed. The Hartford Girls Swimming, represented by Caitlin Rice, Olivia Soares, Haley Rice, and Sky Harvey Stoltz. And representing Hall, Teresa Lee, Isabel Castillo, Lily Kostecki, and Harper Levi. Again, not an easy race by any means on the body, as these girls, while each of them only do have to swim 4 laps back and forth, it does total out to 16 for the entire team. what makes that a lot more difficult is you are not just relying on yourself. You are relying on 3 other swimmers. So you could be in the lead in one part, your part of the race, and you could lose that in the next part. But, as always, it looks like all of these teams have an incredible camaraderie. It's amazing to see how supportive everyone is of each other. Everyone's rooting their teammates on, definitely motivating them to keep going and perform at their best. We are just over halfway through with this heat. Lanes 5 and 6 competing for first place. Lane 5 with a slight edge. And the final group of swimmers are getting ready for their part in the heat. Lane 5 is in the water. Lane 6 did not jump too far after, and it's getting really close between lanes 5 and 6 right now. This is anybody's race. It's looking like we've got a face-off between South Windsor and Conard, respectively representing lanes 5 and 6 as we head into the final 2 laps of this relay. Seeming like Conard has pulled ahead slightly. Lane 6. Again, there seems to be an error on the scoreboard as lane 6 has taken first place, consisting of Conard, represented by Kayla Lowney, Gracie Lowney, Claire Haverly, and Lucy Pinsence, who have beaten their collective record with a time of 3:56.21. 3:56.13, my mistake. Having previously had 4:03.21. And there you see Gracie Lowney, one of the competitors in her group of 4. All right, nice seeing you. And I just wanted to quickly apologize. There was only one heat in that event. And I made a mistake on the record as well. The Conard team had a record of 3:53.74. So they were almost close to beating their collective record this time, just 3 seconds off. Nevertheless, congratulations. And this does conclude the swim meet for October 4th, 2024. A tremendous effort by all of our athletes. the teams are doing their closing cheers. That was Hall you just heard. And before we close out, I just wanted to thank everybody who tuned into our live stream. Again, this is West Hartford Community Interactive. If you have not already, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that bell so you're notified for all of the sports that we live stream and that you don't miss any of them. This is Lorenzo Genovese. And we will see you again on Wednesday, October 9th, for another thrilling swim meet here at Cornerstone.